There were once two men, two brave men, Abe Lincoln and Stephen Douglas. Douglas, a member of Congress since 1843 and a Democratic Party advocate, was attempting to serve in the Senate for the third time. Lincoln, on the other hand, was also running to take... Lincoln, on the other hand, was also running to take Douglas's seat in the Senate. But as a Republican, because Douglas was such an esteemed politician, this campaign raised the eyebrows of virtually all Americans. Who won might decide whether the Democrats could stay in the unified party. With all kinds of slavery debate in the North and South, how would one nation decide? Douglas and Lincoln traveled around Illinois, sharing their ideas and platform. One debate in each of the state's congressional districts from August to October 1858. These would be called the Lincoln and the Douglas debates.
So, slavery?
Slavery?
Contain it.
Popular sovereignty.
Well, as I speak for the Republican Party, slavery should be contained. Like the Missouri Compromise. Great idea. If it weren't the darn Dred Scott case, slavery would still be its own areas. I want to make slavery, well, I don't know, great again?
As a Democrat, I believe in popular sovereignty. The Kansas-Nebraska Act was great because the states have the right to choose about slavery.
But what about that Dred Scott case?
Because, in my opinion, the people of the territory can be lawfully, by lawful means, exclude slavery from the limits prior to the formation of the state's constitution. Mr. Lincoln knew that. I answered that question over and over again. He heard me argue the Nebraska bill on the principle all over the state in 1854, 1855, and 1856. And he has no excuse for pretending he has any doubt. To hear after the decision of abstract question whether slavery may go or may not go into a territory under the Constitution. The people have lawful means to introduce it or exclude it as they please. For this reason, slavery cannot exist a day or an hour anywhere unless it is supported by the local police registration. Those police registrations can only be established by local legislations. And if the people are opposed to slavery, they will elect representatives to that body who will, by unfriendly legislation, effectively present the introduction of slavery into their midst. If, on the contrary, they are for it, the legislation will favor the extension. Hence, no matter of the decision of the Supreme Court may abstract that question, still the right of the people to make a slave territory or a free territory is perfect and completely under the Nebraska bill. I hope Mr. Lincoln deems my answer satisfactory on that point.
The sass! The sass!
The spaff.
We should call it the
Freeport Doctrine.
Hello. It's me, Honest Abe. And I will tell you now, a nation will not stand for this. Slavery is unjust and needs to be contained. But the whole nation must get behind it. Get behind it.
get behind it.
A house is divided
Ow.
against itself. Cannot stand.
What doctrine?
Report.
Because of this, the Democratic Party splits. Lincoln wins, and Douglas loses this and the 1860 presidential election.
Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam's, born on the 4th of July. Good boy, kid, I've got a Yankee Doodle sweet.